Hello, hello. Welcome back. You're back for some more Shadowrun Dragonfall. I'm wearing tie-dye, and so I'm somewhat translucent, or transparent even. Okay, let's just keep playing. Let's just keep playing. Continuing what we were doing last night, I believe we are doing the main storyline. Hello, Ein, how are you? Welcome. Thank goodness for what exactly? That's what I want to know. Yeah, I think we're doing the main storyline. We're like 18 something hours into this game, which is already like double what the previous game was. So I don't know how much of this game is left, because our main quest is basically to take down a dragon. But before we can even take down the dragon, we have to raise 50,000 bucks. Which is what all of the missions we've been doing have been working towards. So I'm assuming once we complete this and get all the money, there's going to be something else, but I don't think we go straight to Dragon Town. I think something else is going to happen, but I don't know what it is yet. Don't know what it is yet. All right. Let's go do the thing. So we did the precursor to this main quest, which was basically to hack the helmets of the baddies. That's the short story of it. So now when we go in here, it shouldn't be nearly as difficult. We're gonna sabotage their bloodline research, and all we know about bloodline is it's bad. That's what we know about it, that it is bad. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Bloodline. As technology, a giant in the worlds of technological and magical research. One of the most powerful and feared corporations on the planet. There are very few places in this world that the tendrils of Az technology cannot reach. Germany is no exception. The black glass edifice of an Azzi pyramid dominates the courtyard of the Zitadelle Spandau, and countless other, more innocuous facilities can be found all over Berlin. The lab that they maintain in the Jewel district is one of these. According to your client, the project that the Azzis are working on here is dangerous. So dangerous that she's paying you to bring the entire building down. Innocence be damned. Turn the fan on. Okay. I don't think we need anything else. Like, we're good. It's weird that it asks you before and after. Like, before you get to the mission, it asks you, what do you want to bring? And then when you start the mission, it asks you, what do you want to bring? Anyway. The Jewel District is everything that your client made it out to be. Corporate complexes of all description crowd into one another, competing for the district's limited space. Lights burn in all of the windows, but the streets stand empty. No shoppers, no pedestrians, nothing but silence. Quiet out here. A friend of mine did a job here once, told me that the local wage slaves are all issued efficiency apartments deep inside the compound. Apparently the buildings are all linked up on an underground tram system. Bed to cubicle in less than 5 minutes. Most days the poor bastards don't even get to see the sunrise. Yeah, that's sad. That ain't living, love. To slow death. Makes my skin crawl just thinking about it. Read. Alright, we just need to get inside. What's this? Searching the dead drop, you find a package with the telltale markings of the Schockwellenreiter. This is an open request for research data from Az Technology, Jewel District Branch. The Azzis conduct the research in secrecy. They use their money and power to obscure the truth. We will uncover their secrets. We will share them with the world. We will level the playing field between Az Technology and its competition. The timely delivery of this information will be well rewarded. Okay. It's just a side quest. Ratro. Luca Durr. Oh yeah, this is gonna be another side quest. Hello again, Grays. I have an opportunity for you. You are in an Az Technology facility, yes? Well, that facility is also home to an executive, a small man who foolishly believes that he's beyond our reach. In this, he is mistaken. Would you like to deliver a message to this effect? What kind of message are we talking about? The vocal kind. It's really quite simple. All that we want you to do is whisper a phrase into his ear. We are pleased that Project Vincent is going so well. If you want to embellish the fact that he is receiving this message in the one place where he feels the most secure, we wouldn't stop you. And that's all there is to it. A simple job, but an important one. I've already marked your target's current location on your PDA. We have great faith in you, Graves. Please don't disappoint us. Okay. Another side quest. They've got turrets. And they've got bad things. Your comlink buzzes. There's a series of clicks as the connection is established. A moment later, Paul Amsel begins to speak. Alright, Graves. That's the AS Technology Complex just in front of you. You'll note the heavy security posted at the front door. Those are AS Technology employees. They're dangerous to be sure, but you could probably take them without too much difficulty. Unfortunately, the Azzies also have contracted Knight Errant to protect this facility. They're the ones that we need to worry about. Just to reiterate, you'll want to keep a low profile on this run. Get in and out as quickly and quietly as possible. Knight Errant keeps a high threat response team on site, and you don't want to tangle with them. Trust me on that. If you do need to get loud, give it everything you've got. You're going to be reducing the building to a smoldering crater anyway, but I'd highly recommend stealth over a frontal assault. Thanks for the heads up. No problem. If I were you, I'd begin by trying to find an alternative path into the building, something out of sight. Once the facility calls for help, you're going to be on a tight timetable. Okay, so don't go in the front door. Don't mind me. One on over here. A hatch. A human and a dwarf, both in their early 20s, stand huddled in the corner. They don't seem to notice your approach. She's been gone a long time, Mira. I'm getting worried, aren't you? She's my girlfriend, Heinrich. Of course I'm worried, but she can handle herself. On the streets, yeah. But against the Azzies, I just don't know. She'll be okay. Brave words, but her tone tells a different story. It's plain as day that she's worried sick. Oh man, I don't know what to do, Mira. And I still say that messing with the Azzies was a bad idea. What else are we supposed to do? That compound of theirs is lit up like a goddamn Christmas tree. They've got more power than they know what to do with. We need that juice, Heimer. Our solar collectors are garbage. If we can't keep the lights on after a few days of cloud cover, how do you think we're going to survive the winter? I know, Mira, I know, but couldn't we just have bought some secondhand panels? They can't be that expensive. We could have, sure, before Danny spent our last handful of new yen on those forged keycards. She'll be fine. She'll be back any second now. Just you wait. Hey guys. How's it going? Yeah, what do you want? You kids are gonna get yourself killed. Look, man, we're just trying to keep our business running. That place is everything to us. We live there, we work there, it's all we've got. If we can't keep the shop open, all that goes away. We're all out on the street broke in the dead of winter. We're doing this because we don't have a choice. Look, you're obviously a professional. We work at a soy cap shop. We don't know what the hell we're doing. Mira likes to talk tough, Heimer, but she doesn't know the first thing about dealing with corp security, and Danny knows even less about splicing into power lines. Confidence can only carry you so far. I'm sorry, Mira, but I can't afford to be optimistic. And to be honest, you can't either. Danny needs help, whether you want to admit it or not. Yeah, I know. So can you help us? We need that power, and we need Danny back. I don't think we're gonna get either without your help. Yeah, you two are kind of in over your head. I've got this. Mira stares at you, her eyes full of mistrust. Then something changes and the brave facade cracks. Her face crumples. Yeah, I know, and I'm worried about Danny. She fishes in her bag for a moment, then produces a thick plastic keycard. She hands it to you. This'll get you into the utility tunnel. Danny went down there about a half an hour ago. When she left, she said that she'd be back in 10 minutes. Find her for us, okay? Bring her back safe. Well, I can find her. You want to check out what's over here first? There was something I could have interacted with. That's just a statue. Cheap corporate art. Classic. Okay, there's a locked door. Okay, so this is probably gonna be another way in, right? This LTG Tech's coveralls are smeared with sweat and grime. A scowl is plastered across her face. She takes a quick glance at you, then turns back to her work. Unless you're here to help me fix this panel, you better stay the hell out of my hair. Otherwise, I'll call security and have them drag you out. Actually, I think I could help you. Looks like your problem is coming from somewhere upstream. See those connectors there? Yeah, you're right. She looks up at you. The scowl has disappeared from her face, but she doesn't look happy either. Look, I really appreciate the help, but I have to do this myself. I'm already way behind, and corporate's gonna have my ass if I don't get it done before lunch. You know, if you're that far behind, you could always go catch up on other work and leave me to work on the panel. It'd be no trouble at all. A confused scowl crosses her face. I don't even know you, buddy. Why in God's name would I leave you alone with a panel that I'm responsible for? I'm not gonna bribe her. I can't spend money. When did Az Technology ever do anything for you, aside from working you half to death? Let me take care of the panel and you can clock out early. I'll even spread a little spending money your way. You make a compelling argument. Wait, why did I still lose 200? Wait, did I click the wrong button? I'm confused. This job has been a load of dreck since they canned my assistant. Screw it. The panel's all yours. I'm off to find a pub. Okay. Probably gained experience from that. That's good. Override the controls. Okay, so we have a way in, but I would actually probably want to go help these guys. So how much did I need? 5 or 6 to level up? 6. I did 6. Okay, what's going on here? I put my key card in that she just gave me. Thunk. Alright, here we go. Utility tunnel. Alright, are we gonna find anyone alive down here, you think? Hi. Those drones? In an instant, you size up the scene playing out in front of you. A young elf dressed in the same shabby, chic clothes that the cafe kids wear. Danny, cornered with no place to run. A pair of Az Technology security drones closing in for the kill. The drones are low grade, but they're armed, and Danny's hands are empty. She's in trouble and she knows it. The futility of her situation is written all over her face. In an instant later, the drone sensors alert them to your presence. They spin in unison to face you. Intruders detected. Weapons detected. Lethal force authorized. Look out! Alright, well. Here we go. You did? You did. And we got another 1 karma from that, which is what we needed. Get ranged combat up to level 6. Which would, in theory, allow me to buy a new gun. I don't currently have anyone nearby to buy a gun from. Hello. Danny looks you up and down. When she's finished sizing you up, she puts her hands on her hips and smiles. Thanks for the rescue. It takes a pair to bring a weapon into Azit territory. Everyone knows that they shoot first if they're packing. If you're packing, I wouldn't have risked it. Heinrich and Mira sent me. They're worried about you. Oh, Heinrich worries about everything. Price of being a dad, I guess. Mira's got faith in me, though. I mean, you were gonna die. What do you mean? You were dead if I didn't show up. Anyway, yeah, I'll admit it. I got it in over my head, but only a little bit. The drones wouldn't have shot me. I wasn't armed, but I wasn't looking forward to spending the next week in an Azzy interrogation cell. I've heard stories. They're true, love. Word to the wise, if you're fool enough to try something like this again, carry a gun. Better to be shot than to let them take you. I'll take your word for it, if I'm not planning on making a habit of this. And I shouldn't need to. The taps all hooked it up and ready to go. Impressive. Heinrich wasn't convinced that you could pull it off. Yeah, well, it's amazing what you can teach yourself to do when your livelihood depends on it. Looks like a pretty solid connection. Nothing's jumping out at me as being obviously wrong. I'd say that you're probably good to go. You know, Graves, we could use this setup to our advantage. In theory, we could manufacture a power spike from here, overload the Azzy's entire power grid. Without disabling the generator's safety overrides, it wouldn't cause any permanent damage, but the confusion might give us an opening to get into the building. Could be the opening we're looking for. Whoa, hold up. If you do that, they'll trace it. Az Technology will find the power tap and they'll come down on us. We can make it worth your while. No, you can't. There's nothing you could give us that would make up for what you're talking about doing. So please, just drop it, okay? Yeah, no, you're right. Thanks. You know, some people say that Shadowrunners are ruthless criminals, guns for hire, just out for the money. It's good to see that it isn't always the case. I'm gonna bail on out of here. I've been stuck in this tunnel too long already, and like you said, the others are worried. But if there's anything we can do for you, come by the shop. You'll be welcome at our place for life. I mean, we're gonna blow this place up anyway. I wonder. I'm just curious if after she's left, we can do it anyway. You can. Okay, that's funny. I really like that they give you that ability. There he is, our hero. Thank you so much, man. Thanks for bringing her back to us. Yeah, thanks, and thank you for helping to keep the Azzy's off our tails. If Danny had been captured, it would have been bad, yeah. Worse than bad, babe. A lot worse. Anyways, thanks again for the rescue. We all owe you a lot. If there's anything that any of us can do for you, you just let us know. I mean... Sure. Unless we're ever going to talk again. Probably nothing. Who's this guy, by the way? Just a random guy. Alright, I think we're just gonna go into the side door. The glittering halls of the Az Technology facility stand in sharp contrast to the Megacorp's unsavory reputation. Everything in here screams money. From the mirror polish on the floors to the obsidian inlays in the walls, the generators and the Bloodline project lie somewhere beneath your feet. Nice work, Graves. There have been no alerts thus far. Hopefully you'll continue to avoid detection as you make your way through the building. If an alert does go out, I'll get you an ETA on their reinforcements, but hopefully it won't come to that. I've marked an elevator on your PDA. I'd start making my way there if I were you. It's the most efficient path to reach your objective. Best of luck. Okay. Can't get into any of these other rooms. Can jack in. Maybe open the doors. Obviously there's an open door there already, but we don't know what that does. Alright, in we go. Oh yeah, we don't have a way to lower the alarm state. So we're probably gonna die. We're probably just gonna immediately have the security on us. We missed. 70% chance? Nice. Missed the 70% chance point blank twice in a row. Love it. Love to see it. 3 times in a row. 4 out of 5 times we missed a 70% chance. It makes perfect sense when you don't think about it. Why can't I target this? Missed again. This is... again, I was kind of complaining about this yesterday. RNG in this game doesn't actually make statistical sense. And you could, of course, argue, well, that's just unlucky. Statistics says you could miss every time for the next 100 times, and the percentage would still be the same. And I say, bullshit to that, because look at these numbers. Look at what is happening right now. This is so stupid. Anyway. Heal ourselves. Alright, we got control of all the security cameras. It's a good start. Open all the doors. Open the elevator. Okay, save. Okay, there's the executive we need to talk to. I am curious what's in all these other doors, though. The data we're looking for? Press any key to begin. Where's the any key? The terminal springs to life. A quick scan of its contents reveal little of value, but you do find a message that catches your attention. Got some pretty great concerns about this new project. I don't know what they're doing downstairs, not exactly anyway, but I'm pretty thoroughly creeped out by some of the inventory requests that have been coming up to my desk recently. When we decided to sign on with AS Technology, we talked this over. We knew the company's reputation, and I said that I could handle whatever came my way, but this? I don't know, Katya. This last order crossed the line. What would the research team need with a bulk order of gags, restraints, and 500 liters of hydrochloric acid? Uh-oh, gotta run. Just got a message over the comm. Looks like Central wants to see me about something. I'll catch you back at your apartment later tonight. Let's talk about this over a bottle of wine. I know that I could use it. Yeah, she definitely didn't come back from that. Okay, so they've got security guy roaming about. Does he go into this door at all? No, and there's another security guy. So this is like the main door we could have gone through. Okay, so I don't want to go into this room knowing that that guy is around. Save. It looks like I actually have to go through that door. Hack in, baby. Pay data oh, nice. Okay, so I have to go in through this door, and I have to, what? Wait until this guy is over here and then follow him? I hate stealth missions, just saying. Okay. You think they're... I'm just curious. If I load, you think they're, like, I don't think you can actually sneak, right? So if you can't sneak, is there, like, a line of sight that you're supposed to know how it works? Now nobody's moving. Ah, they were waiting for me to move. Okay, so I have to wait for him to go here. Yeah. Well, we've got incoming. Let's see here. Can we stop you from moving? Yes. Move you forward. Take out the shotgun. Blast you. Whatever you just did, it got their attention. A knight errant high response team is on the way. Good luck, you're about to need it. Thanks for the heads up. 20 turns. Alright, let's go talk to her. This guy is just over there. Could just wait. Let's do this. That didn't trigger any of my peoples. Why not? I had like the whole Overwatch thing going. They're dead. A worried-looking man in an expensive suit is pacing back and forth in this room. He locks eyes with you, and you can feel the fear radiating out of him. Who are you? How'd you get here? We have mutual friends. They have a message for you. What are you talking about? We are pleased that Project Vincent is going so well. The executive jerks back as though you slapped him. His face has gone as white as a sheet. Our friends wanted me to deliver this message to you in person, here, in your office. I'm sure that you understand. Yes, of course. Please tell our friends that I hear them loud and clear, and tell them that I'm making the call. I will. Alright, we need to get everybody out. Would this, because there was a timer, will the timer keep going for when these people show up? The security team? Your stomach lurches slightly as the elevator plummets downward into the bowels of the AS Technology facility. A faint but omnipresent thrumming sound raises the hair on the back of your neck. The deeper you go, the more certain you become. This place is vibrating with power, both from the generators and from something else. Graves, I'm afraid that I have some bad news. The high threat response is on its way. It's only a matter of time before they close in on your position. You'll never make it back to the elevator in time, but I found another exit point for you. There's a security door near the generators. I will mark it on your PDA. When you're ready to make your egress, this will be your best call. Expect heavy resistance. Good luck. Okay, well that answers that. 17 turns. I'll have you open the door. Okay. And then... why can't you get there in time? Dietrich, I would like you to increase Iger's chance to hit. I need you to move forward. That was not as much damage as I was hoping for. Ignore that. You missed one, but that's fine. These things happen. I need you to haste. Nice. Good shots, good shots. Oof, that's close. Iger, you take her out. You can. Okay, well, we just have to start moving on forward. Explosive barrels, I do not like the sounds of that. Not one bit. Alright, let's move up. Lab blast door. Ruh-roh. Keep moving, Graves. You're almost there. When you reach the control panel for the generators, the password Zolotl should allow you to disengage their safety overrides. Set the destruct and get out. See you back at the cruise bazaar. Control panel for the generators. There is a duct. I think that's for what? Drones, right? Drones can go through all that stuff. We just need to keep running. Just keep running. How far can you get? All the way up here. Okay. Haste on Graves. Iger, I want you to open this door. There is nobody in here. Oh, there's how we jack in. Which we have to do next turn. Probably gonna have to hide. I mean, there's blast doors. There's no way that can be good. Do a quick save here. 12 turns. Yeah, we're all just gonna be chilling here, right? There's not really anything we can do. I mean, we could get right up to the... Maybe we should. We should just get right up to the door. Okay. A lab blast door is what we're looking for. We're gonna trigger bad guys, as you expect. As you expect, we can't hit. I need to run this way. Okay, point blank got this guy. He dies automatically on his turn. Okay. I didn't actually mean to hit that guy, but it's fine, I guess. Let's do a regular attack and miss. Hit him with a debuff. Hit him with the big damage. Hit him with the big damage. Enormous. And then we missed the last one. Of course we did. Ow. Once again, we just keep doing this out here. 10 turns or bad people show up. Open the door to the lab. I mean, I kind of want to go investigate the other things. While we're here, you know? There's something here. Two-thirds chance, we missed. Two-thirds chance, and we hit. Okay. Statistics, by the way. I'm just saying, we hit once out of the last 4 times. That's the amount of times we hit. What the hell is that? That is what it is. Okay, let's buff you so you can use one of your AP to reload. Okay, in theory, that guy dies on his turn. In theory, that is. Okay. These are the security cameras. I mean, we didn't really need the security cameras. I guess it's nice to have them. And that allows us to see what exactly? Allows us to see all the way back into here. We have 8 turns. They are definitely going to be showing up by the time. Yep. Okay. probably definitely do not want to bust these barrels open. Probably definitely do not want to bust those barrels open. Oh, I didn't have line of sight on you. That's annoying. That was a good shot. Increase your accuracy after you've already gone. There appear to be a lot of enemies available to kill me. Kill, good kill. Bad miss, bad miss. Good hit, good hit. Okay. And you die, for sure. We'll get to you. We cannot. Don't actually want to open the next door quite yet. Why does it take me a full extra point of AP to walk into the next room? Oh, because I'm looking at the wrong person. I was like, wait, what? She's right here. Ow. Ow. I guess you're gonna die to dot anyway, so I should just keep walking. Save myself some time. Okay, this is just money. This is all this is. Or is it? Yep. We really didn't need to do this at all. Okay, will we find ourselves in danger on the way out? I really don't want to be by these barrels. Also, what is in all these containers? What is all this? It can't be good. Oh, she gets plus. You can stack haste. I did not know you could stack haste. Oh, I did not see you either. Where did you come from? All right, 5 turns and some other baddies appear. I did not see this guy back here. What do you think the range of this is? About that much, I'd say. Okay. Well, that confirms that we do not want to be standing next to these barrels. Can't. Let's get up. We gotta get everyone up in here. Getting you caught up. that. Would it be a smart idea for the two of us to just waltz in here? Probably not. I think we should wait for our team. At minimum, we should wait for one member of our team. Teacher can probably play behind. Like behind, it's fine. A Meglock with the voice, yeah, the voice print recognition, right. Open up. Authorization Graves. Access granted. Okay, that worked. That's actually surprising. The door slides open, revealing a group of figures wearing green cloaks. The tallest of the figures stands just in front of you, a slight smile on his face. His eyes are full of intelligence and malice. Ah, at last our intruders arrive. His voice is slow and soft, with a slight Aztlaner accent. You are a shadow runner here on a job. This much is obvious, so tell me who has sent you. Ask me again nicely. Such insolence, such hubris, so very, very foolish. You will answer my questions, pest, whether you want to or not. His mouth twists into a cruel smile. In a single, smooth motion, he pulls a knife from his belt and draws it along his own forearm. The blade leaves a stripe of bright red blood in its wake. Still smiling, he begins to chant. Kill him! The blood mage caught off guard, but only for a moment. He adjusts with inhuman speed, sending his ritualistic blade clattering to the ground and dropping into a defensive stance. Well, he didn't get to do whatever he was wanting to do. Which one of you is taunting me? Both of you? Okay. It's flanked. In theory, that does more damage. Nice. The bad guys show up in one round, and that's a little concerning to me. That's a little concerning to me. You missed the 80%. Okay, I mean, this bro's just standing out in the open. You... How? How do you miss that? Both of those. Okay. Should have just walked forward, honestly. Because we're escaping through here, right? Just walk right up in his face. People's in cells here. What is that? You missed. It's a 72% chance, and you missed. Teacher, you are so slow. Crit for 23. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here they come. I think that's the way we need to go out, yeah? Healed you as much as I could. Missed. Of course you did. Of course you did. Okay. Could jack in, have you reload. I'm assuming they're coming in through this door here. I honestly forgot you're still alive. Haste raise, so he can jack in. I don't think you can. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna need to heal myself again. We talk through the cells. Hey, boss, you gotta. Really? Someone else has to talk to them? Yeah, you don't get haste inside of here. Also, this could be a huge mistake, just letting these guys out. No idea who they are. If they're like, you know, contagious. Okay, door opened. It's a bad idea. Let's see if he'll be on our side or not. We've opened the door. Confused test subject. Hey, Dietrich. Heal you. And there's no cover for you. I mean, we should probably just get you up here. Pull out the shotgun. You missed the 76% chance of the guy standing right in front of you. No. Okay. Got the debuff. Missed the damage. Nice. I open another cell door. All right. I think you just blast this guy. You missed the 76% chance, despite him standing directly in front of you. I didn't consider that. I should have thought about that. Missed. Alright, baddies from behind. He's opening cell doors. It's probably not a good idea. Okay, we hit the debuff. We hit the big damage. We're finally hitting things. Okay. What would there be over here that we would want? Good hit. Ow. Let's see here. The guy is over there. That was big. I actually need to heal Dietrich. Otherwise, he will die. A silly, silly death. Open up next room. Okay, that's where we need to go. Feel like we should start walking that way. Ow. Ow. Uh-oh. So we cannot leave Graves behind, though. That would be very bad. Graves here seems to be struggling inside the Matrix. How are we missing these? Okay. See if we can debuff you. No, we can't. Nor can we hit you with this. Keep in mind, these are all like 63% chance to hit. Ow. That's not good. Hold on. You need to go, and you need to perhaps kill this guy. Good shot. I need you. This guy's taking an L. And he's extra bleeding. Disable the safety overrides? What was it? Lotl? What was it? It was something like that. It was something like that. This is Zolotl. Zolotl. I just like literally searched the thing that I searched for. Zol. What was it? Hold on. Zoltol. Zolotl. X-O. X-O. L-O-T-L. That's the one. Warning, disengaging safe trailers while they're unoffered, not recommended. Yeah, do it. Overload. Shaking the ground beneath your feet. Generator overload imminent. Please evacuate the facility. Get the hell out of here. Uh-oh. We only have 7 turns to get out now. That could be a problem. How do you miss the guy that's asleep? Graves has 7 turns to get out of the Matrix, and the rest of us as well need to escape in that amount of time. Of course, we just miss everything. And he's already almost dead. even here for? I need to go this way. Bloodline terminal access node. Of course there's something here. Why wouldn't there be something here? Glory. Kill this guy. Okay, I need you. We'll haste ourselves. We really need to get out of here, team. Really need to get out of here, team. There's an enemy right in front of me, but I can't actually hit him because he has cover because of how silly cover works in this game. So he'll take less damage. Graves, you need to heal yourself. And then I guess we just take a point to step forward, because otherwise we can't get line of sight of this guy. And then try not to die. We missed this guy point blank. He is standing in front of us with a 75% chance to hit. Can I access the thing? I don't know what that did. But I need to get out of here. Apparently Graves is the only one that can actually, like, talk to the prisoners. But we don't have time to talk to the prisoners. Because we need to get out of here. Nice. 5 turns, this place blows up. Alright, Graves is out at least. Do a quick save here. Graves, can we tell these people to get out? Objective, free the test subjects. We got 3 karma just from doing that. You killed the masters, you slaughtered them like lambs. How's it possible? No time for 20 questions. You want out of here or not? Me out? How could I go out? It is my place to be in this cage. It is what we were bred for. But you killed the master. It is our place to die, not theirs. Yeah, I don't care. I'm leaving. Okay. I don't have time to talk to crazies. Alright, does the aim accuracy buff stack? It does not. It does not. Alright. Is this really worth it? We have 4 turns to get out of here. It's gonna take 2 turns just to get these guys. I think we just run. I think it's time to run. Dietrich, in next round he can haste someone. I think we just need to leave though. you do run away. Okay, that guy's running away too. Oh, they all run away. Oh, perfect. Okay, we don't need to catch them. Okay, Dietrich, haste Graves because he's so far away. Graves, do not shoot that barrel. Oh my god, that would be the worst thing. Jeez. Okay. All right, we all run. We're all running. Iger and Dietrich are... Okay, these guys get to teleport through the door, but I have to waste an action point to actually walk through it. Two turns, and this place blows up. Shoot me on the way out. It's rude. Alright, Dietrich is the slowest. Will he get out in 2 turns? He might not actually make it. Like, legitimately, he might not make it out. That's a little concerning. This door is locked. Please tell me you're joking. Save. Can I... I want to click on this square above her to move, but I can't. I had it for a moment there. Okay, so I may have jumped the gun with the whole like kill explode. Oh my gosh, they unlocked the door for us. Wait. Are we all dead? Okay, but actually, I'm gonna do a quick save right here. Can we get you out? I think he's dead. I legitimately think he's dead. Oh no. Oh no, we might have to do this whole thing. Oh, I think we're just actually all dead. I don't know when we saved last, but we can't get out. I didn't realize we had to do this. We didn't unlock the door ahead of time. So I started the countdown timer before we were supposed to have started the countdown timer, and now we're just going to die. Basically, I set it to explode, and we can't leave. I think we just game over. What the heck? These things bugged? I don't know when it would... I don't know how it would work. Would it start us back at the beginning of the mission, or like at the load our last save? Because our last save is us still going to be dead. In which case we would have just either have to go back basically all the way back to the beginning of the stream an hour ago, or we soft-locked ourselves and we're screwed. I don't know which is it. Again, these percentages don't percentage. They don't make any sense. Okay. I'm doing another quick save here. Can everybody right now get out? Oh my god, I think we did it. I actually think we did it on turn 0. There's no way. Literally the very last second. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that makes me so happy. Gradually, the ringing in your ears clears and the world comes into focus. The generator overload did its job, just as Frau Muller said it would. The AS Technology facility has been reduced to a smoldering crater strewn with a chaotic jumble of cracked marble, melting plastic, and broken support beams. You can barely make out the faint wall of approaching sirens. They're still far away, but they won't be for long. It's funny, I've heard lots of rumors about the Azzies over the years. Stories about making monsters and consorting with evil spirits and that sort of thing. I'd always assumed that they were urban legend at best, or xenophobia at worst. Definitely not true at any rate. Looks like I was wrong. The Azzies are boogeymen, just like the stories say. It's enough to make a man rethink some things. Yeah, are they gonna track us now? After an explosion like that? Nah, boss, not a chance. Anything we might have left behind, any blood or skin or hair, has been cooked right through. We'll be fine after we clear out of here. I mean, except for the 3 people we let out with us. The approaching sirens grow louder. They're now accompanied by another sound, the whine of approaching rotorcraft. What they were doing in there was wrong. More than wrong, was terrible. They had to be stopped, and we stopped them. It's as simple as that. We can talk about this later. We don't want to be here when those response vehicles arrive. The test subjects that you liberated mill about aimlessly, blinking against the light. The foremost clone takes a half step forward. But what of us? We have no purpose now. This is not supposed to happen. It is wrong. Without our masters to guide us, what will we do? Whatever you want to. You're free now. You're not supposed to be anything. Find yourselves a new purpose and make it a good one. We will try. Come on, Graves. Let's get back home. Okay. There we go. The Cruise Bazaar. Memories of the explosion that toppled the AS Technology facility keep you company on your ride back to the Cruise Bazaar. You barely managed to outrun the blast. Now the facility lies buried under the thousands of kilometers or kilograms of twisted rebar and reinforced concrete. No doubt a considerable blow to AS Technology's activities here in Berlin. Mission successful. It's time to get paid. Heck yeah, brother. 12 karma. 12 karma. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean, do we even bother increasing our rifle? I feel like last game we were critting a billion times, and this time we're not critting at all. Did they get rid of crits? Like, I actually don't understand what changed. So we have 15 karma, which is enough to get this to level 6 and this to level 7, but I don't think we want to do either one of those. Like, this just does more damage, but I don't know. It doesn't say how much. I have no idea how much. Okay. We should probably go talk to everyone in the neighborhood again, because that was like a main quest, right? What's Alexander doing? Yeah, I think we talked about all this. money do I have? 3,600. I don't know where what's-her-face went. She's not here anymore. I thought that was like, so that's where we found those people. I thought that's also where we get paid, but actually now that I think about it, I don't remember where we get paid or how we get paid. Let me talk to you about a new weapon. I would like the best rifle that you have, please. That one is 18 damage. This one's also 18 damage. Why? Oh, it's a sniper. I see. This is also a sniper. Do we want a sniper? I think we want something with high capacity. So what's the difference between these two? The price is different. I do like this one because it pierces up to 2 armor. Oh. I guess we just go with this. That's all of our money. Put this in our stash so then we can sell you our old gun. Perfect. I feel like just another difference between the games is we just don't have any money this game. We have like 0 money. However, we can still give this dancer 5. She deserves it. She deserves it. Is this crazy lady got anything? Say anything? Crazy elf? No. Cammy, anything new to say? How you been? Things are alright. Good, I hope they stay that way. Let me know if they don't, though, alright? I'm always up to help. Okay. Let's see here. Level 3 programs don't seem to exist. I should consider taking with me the reduction of... Maybe I don't have that option. Reduces alarm. It says I own it. Apparently I just wasn't bringing with it. Bringing it with us. I can't words. Okay. Well, never mind then. Hey, Blitz. Braves. You don't look so good. No, I imagine that I don't. I'm guessing that the rescue attempt didn't go so well? No, it did not. As it turns out, she didn't need to be rescued. At least not before I showed up. I don't really want to go into this, Chief, so here's the abridged version. I made a mess of things. With your world-class skills? However could that have happened? I don't know, Chief. I really don't. I hit the data node just like last time, and just like last time, navigating it was a breeze. At least it was in the beginning. The Aussies must have beefed up their security over the past year. You don't say. It was all going so well, but I guess I must have tripped something. In the blink of an eye, there were alarms going off. Then I had black IC bearing down on me from all directions. I thought I was a dead man. How'd you make it out? Well, Emily found me and, you rescued me. I'd have been ecstatic to see her if I wasn't so ashamed. She didn't look particularly happy either. That's bad. Did she make it out okay too? The last I saw of Emily, she was being chased down by the Black IC. They'd gotten a trace on her. Then she must have jacked out because she just disappeared. She looked really, really angry. Livid would probably be a better word. And that's about it. She's gone. I don't know if I'll ever hear from her again. Well, at least she's alive. That's something, right? Yeah, I guess so. A cheerful tone chirps out from the terminal on Blitz's table. He jerks up in surprise and hurriedly turns to read the message on the screen. As he mouths the words, you can see the hope in his face flicker and die. If anything, it looks even more miserable than it did before. Let me guess, bad news? He glances at you with red-rimmed eyes, then averts his gaze. Without a word, he turns the terminal so that you can read the message on the screen. Congratulations, jackass. You've managed to blow an op 5 years in the making and endanger Emily's life all in one fell swoop. Thanks to you, we're going to have to work very hard to keep your ex alive. Hello, Brighter Kit Kat, how are you? Don't bother looking for her again. She's being moved somewhere very, very far away. She never wants to speak with you again, by the way. Idiot. Okay, that's good. He clamshells the terminal close, then puts his head in his hands. Ouch. Chief, let me ask you something. Did you suspect that something like this was going to happen? When you let me go in there, did you know that it was going to I was going to fuck it up somehow? Yeah, kind of, yeah. Then why did you let me do it? I thought we were friends. Well, I'm a better friend than you know. I just got you out of a toxic relationship. You don't even know what you're talking about. You've never even met her. Oh, come on. Yeah, she robbed you, insulted you, and abandoned you. It didn't go down like that, not really. You put yourself in debt with dangerous people trying to find her, and what thanks did you get? She told you to get lost. You don't understand how wonderful. There are a lot of wonderful people out there, and they won't make you jump through hoops that this one has. The more that I think about it, the more that I think that Emily didn't make me do anything. I chose to chase after her, even though she told me not to. I'm the one who messed this up. I mean, I did convince you. Now that you acknowledge it, maybe you can make an effort to change. Yeah, I guess so. Maybe it's too late for me and Emily, but I can still try to be the man that she hoped I could be. Good plan, I'll leave you to it. I don't know. Any thoughts on the last run? Yeah, I don't think anyone really has anything important to ask that question for. Oh, we haven't pet the dog in a while. Pet. Perfect. Perfect. Dietrich, hi. What you need, boss? What you need? Hello. Brighter Kit Kat just subscribed with Prime subscription. Thank you so much. This would happen to be a Bright Kit Kat that I know that is on my friends list on Steam, would it? Thank you so much for your subscription. I appreciate it. I hope everything is doing well with you. I'm just out here gaming. I'm just out here gaming. You would be. Okay, that's what my assumption was. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, what you need, boss? Any update on Alexander? Nope. Okay. Let's talk to Iger. Hi, how you doing? Nothing apparently important from you. And you got nothing new either. Okay. I need to go onto the mission computer here. And open the jobs directory. Get my money. If you're receiving this message, I have fled the country or am otherwise unavailable. Don't worry, you'll still get paid. I've made the appropriate preparations. In any case, thank you for helping me. Please do not attempt to contact me again. As far as the world and my former employees are concerned, employers, I am buried under a ton of rubble. It is best that I remain that way. Goodbye. Payment details. Nice. I'm not using my Prime sub for anything else. Well, I appreciate that. Especially because it's free. It costs, I mean, it costs money, but it doesn't cost you any more money, right? Okay, 36,000, and I personally got 6,000. Oh, heck yeah. Any more jobs? No. Okay, so that means we're done with all the main storyline, I'm gonna guess. Yeah, we have enough money. Let's go talk to what's his nuts first, though, and also get money from here. It's so little money. It's just not worth doing. I got more data to sell. Kaboom. All right, we can just really quickly read through this ourselves. Boomona. What the heck is Boomona? Okay. Okay, that's everything. I think before we do that, let's talk to Paul and see what he has to say. Hey, Paul. Get to the rabbit hole and hurry back. I need your password to transfer Alice's payment onto a cred stick. Yes, very good. Excellent. In fact, it's been a long time coming. Yeah, I've been working my ass off. Yes, of course. You've raised Alice's fee with the admirable expedience, despite your obvious social issues. Excuse me? But I'm very much looking forward to bringing this entire sorry episode to a close. Now, before you go see Alice, there's a few things that you should know. Pay attention to this. It's important. Firstly, this is a one-way operation. Once the funds have been transferred to the cred stick, the only person who will be able to access them is Alice. As far as the team is concerned, the money simply will disappear. Are you sure we can trust her? I am. Believe me, her reputation in the Shadow community is worth far more to her than 50,000 new yen. She will deliver the information that she promised. Besides, what other choice do we have? Yeah, true. That was the second thing. Once you make your way to the rabbit hole with the funds, it's go time. I trust that you understand what I mean by that. Go ahead and clarify it for me. What I mean is that reviving Alice's information will be your only priority. No more distractions, no more side work. Oh, I can't. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we don't even know what she's come up with. In for a penny, in for a pound, Graves. I'm confident that Alice will provide us with useful information. With the Firewing hunting us, I'd go so far as to say that we've all staked our lives on that presumption. When we have Valclaire's location in hand, we need to be ready to strike. None of your other obligations mattered compared to that. Okay. Anything else? Just that you need to be sure before committing to this. Time is important. A great dragon once is dead, and that is not a thing to take lightly. But you shouldn't return to the rabbit hole until you prepare to act. If you have any doubts, then I'd urge you wait. Yeah, I'm not ready yet. Okay. Not ready yet. Because I need to buy more med packs. And also, why... I don't understand this. Transfer $50,000. Okay. I see. It was just saying, see me when you're ready to go. I understand. Okay. Yeah, so before we leave, I have 7,500 bucks. So what I'd like to do is go see the doctor, get some updated med packs, and I could maybe even afford to upgrade my cyberware. I don't know if you can sell old cyberware or not, though. I don't know how that works. Hello, doctor. How are you? I need medical supplies, please. I will take all of these ones. Thank you. And should we take a trauma kit? Hey, Lorelei, how are you? Welcome. I mean, is that worth it? If we just don't die, then we don't have to worry about it. Someone here who isn't me. No. People do exist. Okay. Cyberware. So can I sell my old cyberware? Or overwrite it with my existing ones? Right now, these give me 8 hit points, +1 quickness, +1 dodge. But they require 2 essence each. I could replace them with something that gives me +1 quickness, +1 dodge, but not the 8 hit points. But it would significantly lower the essence cost from 2 to 1/2. But the other thing is I can't afford any more. Like, I couldn't actually... I have to think this through. I don't have enough money to actually replace it, so that would just be a downgrade for the sake of having a downgrade. Probably is not great. Yeah, but I literally can't put any more stuff on me because I am at my lowest amount of essence. Okay, this is just good for a smart link weapon, which I do need. Do any of these other things help with that? This one, there's so much text it doesn't even fit on the tooltip. Okay, well, guess not. Alright, hold on. I just want to, for science, we're gonna do a quick save. Curiosity's sake, if I were to replace one of my legs with one of these, okay, it did not refund me any amount. I can't sell my old cyberware. Okay, I'm a little confused. Hold on. It says what my current essence is and my essence after the operation. These cost 2 essence. So if I'm replacing them with this one and this one, why would it say that my essence after the operation would still be 1? It shouldn't be. Each one of these is 1/2. And so my essence should have increased. Am I crazy here? Let's go talk to him again now. Yeah, no, I didn't actually gain any benefit. That seems like a bug. Or some kind of oversight, I'm not sure. That's actually annoying though. So I literally can't even upgrade. So there's almost actually no point to putting cyberware on your character at all until you put the best one on. Because you can't remove it. Okay. That's stupid. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, well, since we don't have anything to spend any money on then, I'll go ahead and buy these gold trauma kits. And I'll put one on myself, probably? We don't need these drugs. Drugs are bad, okay? Take these drugs, though. Those are really good drugs. Okay. I got my dog following me. I got that you actually follow me. Speaking of drugs, we got our dealer over here. Hey, buddy. Show me what you got. You got drugs. I only really liked this one because it gives you AP. These are some cheap drugs. Movement in AP. Alright, let's just having a quick chat with our local drug dealer. Thank you very much. Appreciate the drugs. That's about it. There's no spells we can buy. I can't increase my... Well, let's look at this. I have 15 points to spend. I can't increase my intelligence. I could. Oh no, this is 7. This would cost me so many more points. Alright, rather than spending the 1 point in rifle, I'm actually going to spend the points in quickness and ranged combat. Perfect. Alright, do you have anything else? I mean, this sounds for some. I mean, in for something exotic. What you got? This is no different than what you normally have. This is literally just the thing you have before. Why give me a second option? I could buy some consumables because I never use them. Give me one of these and I don't know, one of these, I guess. Perfect. All right, I think we're good to go now. I don't know how long this game is, but it sounds like the game is telling me, hey buddy, this is a point of no return. Be wary. But I don't know how long that's going to be, so I'm gonna say we're probably not finishing the game tonight, but we're getting into the end game. Let's go. Let's go. The password is Volkingen. What is that? Once you're en route to the rabbit hole with the funds for Alice's payments, I will cancel the team's remaining obligations. Got it. I have to say, Graves, this lifts an enormous weight off of my shoulders. When Monica brought you on board, I was initially unsure about you. I would never have said that to anyone else, of course, but I kept you under a watchful eye. I can see now that I needn't have doubted her judgment. She chose her successor well. Now please, go fetch the information from Alice. We're one step closer to surviving this mess. Okay. And just confirming, we don't have anything else. Oh, we need to... Actually, that's not true. We do have one more thing. I need to go tell this guy we completed his quest really quickly. I almost forgot that. He's in the shop. Hey, guy. My organization is displeased with your performance in the AG. What? It would have been very easy for you to make some extra new in by doing what we asked. Now, do you have any other discussion? What do we talk about? I talked to the exec. He'll fall in line after he gets his pants thoroughly dry cleaned. Yeah, I don't understand. Oh, he's talking about the previous job that I didn't do the previous job for them. Excellent works. Perhaps you do have a future in this town. Here's your pay. I didn't even see what I got. See you around. What did I get? Just money? I don't really need more money. Okay, now we have no other things. Okay, now we're good. All right, in here we go. Does this mean we're not going to get our, we're not going to get our money from here? I guess that's fine. Jobs directory, is that it? No, it was the Alice Fund. Here it is. Do it. You actually need me to remember the password. I don't fucking know. What's... Oh my god. What's the password? Volk... Volklingen. Volklingen. Everyone got that? Volklingen. Volklingen. It's not case sensitive. The funds disappear from your account. Moments later, a message pops up on the screen. Transfer complete. Seated in its dock on the keyboard, a green LED blooms to life on Alice's cred stick. The trigger has been pulled. The rabbit hole awaits. It's like literally the Matrix. Okay. Here we go. Going to do the main quest. I'm assuming what's going to happen is we're going to get information. He's going to be alive. We got to go find him or rescue him or whatever. We'll come back to this place, do whatever, and then we'll go find a dragon. But that'll all have to be next week. We're not doing all that today, I'm going to guess. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we just immediately go to the end boss. All right, to the rabbit hole. To the rabbit hole. The tiny cred stick feels heavy in your pocket, fat with the weight of hard-won new yen. The U-Bahn station swallows you up and sends you hurtling down the rabbit hole, towards Alice, towards the information you've bled for. The train pulls to a stop, and the doors hiss open to the dark, old platform. With luck, answers lie ahead. That's the part that doesn't make any sense to me, right? Like, how would this person already have all of the information? Like, we took our time to get the money, and she just trusted we'd get it. Whatever. Insert the payment. The cred stick port of the machine greedily accepts your payment. You watch as the black plastic of the cred stick's case disappears into the console. Moments later, a message winks onto the screen. Graves, couldn't wait for you any longer. Something is tracking me. Something terrible. Need to get out of town. Go dark for a while. If you're smart, you will too. But a deal's a deal. When you punch the flashing button on the console, it'll spit out an optical chip with your information. Okay. So that means she was digging into this information, and we know that this dragon basically tries to murder everyone who tries to find out about where the location of the dragon is. And so also got to the person who was doing this. Okay. Take my advice. Whatever this Volclair business is to you, drop it, and run. And for God's sakes, stay out of the Matrix. It isn't safe. Okay. You can hear the whine of motors spinning up in the arcade cabinet's guts. With a smooth mechanical motion, a generic brand optical chip slides out of the payment port in front of you. Abruptly, the screen goes black. The console powers down. The optical chip sits in its cradle, waiting for you to take it. Okay? The instant that the chip leaves its cradle, the machine reboots itself. You're again alone. Okay. We just go back. We're gonna die immediately. When we get back, is the whole place gonna be burned down? We're gonna like get caught out now. This is guaranteed if they have a cutscene between here and there. As you settle in for your trip back to the Cruise Bazaar, you can feel the rest of the world compartmentalize and fall away. No more distractions, just you, the train, and the optical chip. It sits in your pocket like a hot stone, impossible to ignore. The train ramps up to speed, filling the air with a monotonous electrical whir. The sound is soft and low and urgent, like the droning wings of an enormous insect. It'd be soothing if your mind weren't occupied with other matters. All at once, the monotony is broken. Your PDA is buzzing. A quick glance at the screen tells you that you're receiving a call, and that Paul Amsel's on the other end. You hit the receive button on your PDA. One look at the grainy image that blossoms to life on the screen is enough to tell you that something has gone terribly wrong. The strangled sounds of panicked breathing punch through your PDA's tiny speakers. In the image window, you can see the outlines of figures silhouetted against the backdrop of Amsel's shop. The view rotates, bringing them toward the center of the frame. Oh god, it's this fucking guy. The image sharpens. In the center of the screen stands an enormous orc in battle armor, a hand cannon leveled at something just out of frame. His face is a shiny mat of grafted tissue, his smile like something out of a nightmare. I'm not going to give him the satisfaction, I'm not saying anything. You watch, powerless, as the orc's grin widens. The frantic breaths that you hear coming from off-screen increase in frequency. From off-screen, you hear Amsel's frantic voice. Audrin, please, Tell me what this is all about. What are the Firewings' plans? You're going to kill me anyway. Don't send me to the grave without... Your stomach drops as the gun bucks and roars in the orc's hands. Your view on the PDA pitches wildly, then comes to a sudden stop with a violent cracking sound. A burst of static floods the screen. Moments later, a dark shape falls into view with equivalent force. You hear the unmistakable sound of a bone crunching against hardwood. The camera auto-adjusts and the dark shape swims into focus. You are staring into and through the dripping, cavernous ruin of what once was a human head. The remnants of the face that remain are enough to confirm what your gut already knows. The body on the screen is that of Paul Amsel. From out of frame, far away, you can hear another voice. A woman, young from the sound of it, with a military cadence. What now, sir? Now we press our advantage. Jam their comms, Ortega. The sounds of hurried motion recede into the background. All right, remember, people, Amsel was the brains of the operation, but the rest will put up a lot more fight. Flush him out and take him down one by one. Another voice chimes in, a young man this time. Sir, look at Amsel's wrist, the PDA. I think that it's recording. God fucking damn it. You hear the roar of another gunshot, and the screen goes dark. Your vision swims, and the screen of your PDA seems to fade away. The impact of what you just witnessed hammers you in the gut, over and over again. Amsel is dead. The Cruise Bazaar is under attack, and it's entirely possible that an ambush party is already waiting to meet you at the U-Bahn platform. Whatever your attackers have planned, you won't be able to do much about it from in here. The train is speeding toward the Cruise Bazaar station. No more stops between you and the enemy. Nothing to do but prepare yourself and wait. Ambush these nuts, right? Okay, well, Igar's here, and she's got some corpses around here. I like the look of this. The barrel of Igar's rifle swings upward. She emerges from cover, turning to face you. About time you showed up. The light plays off of Igar's face like a street light on rain-slick asphalt. Her face, neck, and chest are sheeted in slick, dark blood. A lot of blood. Igar, are you alright? I'm fine. He only nicked my thigh. Igar wipes her mouth from the back of her hand, then hoists a corpse up from behind the makeshift barricade. A young man, maybe in his 20s, his eyes frozen wide in surprise. What's left of his throat hangs down in ragged flaps. This, up here, it isn't mine. Nicely done. Well, you know what they say, any weapon at your disposal. Did you meet up with Alice? Do we have the information? Yeah, I got it. An optical chip. We'll have to use my mission computer to open it. Whatever's on that chip, these bastards don't want us to read it. All the more reason to do exactly that. After we put the rest of them in the ground, that is. My thoughts exactly. Glad we're on the same page. These bastards need to pay for what they've done, and they will. They've got numbers on us, but their tactics are predictable. Case in point, I figured they'd try to ambush you at the platform, so I hightailed it out here and set up an ambush of my own. Good thinking. Thanks. Anyway, that's enough talk. We've got a job to do. There are an unknown number of hostiles topside. They're well-equipped, decently trained, and hell-bent on killing us. The last I heard, Glory was on the north end of town. Dietrich was out getting coffee when all hell broke loose. Let's go get him. What about Blitz? I mean, I actually don't care at all about him, but what about him? Let's go hunting. +1 action point. Oh, that's enormous. Holy crap. That's actually huge. Did we get more karma? No. Wait, what did this say? Optional survive? Find Glory, find Dietrich. The team must survive. Whose dog is this? What was that? Okay. Why did your weapons get switched? This is... I'm confused. Can I see your equipment? I feel like your gun was in the other hand before, but whatever. Let's see. This guy's got cover. This guy's got heavy cover. This guy's out in the open and dying. We missed. You get another AP though, right? Alright, now he's dead. Okay. Just unload on this guy. And then we can get in position over here. Okay, there's the dog. I don't know whose dog that is. Like, is that our friend, the dog? Or is that a different dog entirely? You know what I'm saying, dog? Good shot. We can try shooting this guy. Well, we can make it. I'd like to try to. Okay, we got lucky there. For once, we got lucky. Yeah, he's dead. Something ahead of you lets out a low, rumbling growl from the shadows. A primordial sound that echoes down these snowy streets. It steps into the light. Dante. That is our dog. Even from this distance, you can feel the heat radiating from the enormous dog's body. He locks eyes with you, and you can see the fire burning within them. He takes a step forward, hackles raised. Iger glances at you. Her voice is calm, but you can see the unease in her face. I forgot to mention, fearless leader, your dog's acting funny. I can see that. Happened fast, too. Just before you got here. I caught sight of him on the way down to the U-Bahn platform, and he looked normal enough. Then one of these bastards took a shot at him and winged him. Big mistake. Dante got mad. Real mad. He started shaking and twitching, and I saw fire in his eyes. He was on the guy before I could blink. A few seconds later, the shooter was a red smear on the sidewalk, and Dante looked like this. Oh no. We don't have enough... Uh-oh. You don't have enough, like, points to control him? Hey boy, how you doing? He lowers his head, the hackles on the back of his neck stinging stiff. He takes another step towards you and Iger. Don't think it's working. It'll work. Easy, buddy. Easy now. Slowly, the wind begins to shift and he sniffs the air, looking from you to Iger, then back to you. Acknowledgement washes across his face and his expression softens. His ears stand back up and you could swear that you see him smile. Dante takes his place by your side. Well, whatever he is, I'm glad he's on our team. Let's find the others. We got a heckin' doggo now. Alright. We don't go in the safe house yet. Let's go find... Let's go up here. See if we can find our good friend. Save. There she is. What the? We're getting flanked. Yo, we got a dog now. I like the icon. The dog icon. Chomp or rip armor? Missed. Let's see here. We hit one of those shots. Are you kidding? Oh. That guy's dead. Oh, I didn't even see we get to control you. Took you long enough, she says. Conjurer. Yeah, we're gonna take the Conjurer out for sure. And then can you shoot? 99% of the time? Nice. Switch to the shotgun? Yeah, I swear this is a different gun, because I didn't think we had these options before. Oh, we accidentally shot our own dog. Oh, not bad. Not bad. You're dead. Who's left? Is there a guy over here? I don't know. Yeah, there he is. That's weird. I mean, I guess it makes sense if you don't have vision on him, you can't see him at all. I thought it would like at least show where his last position was or something, you know? Let's move forward. Missed. And now we're hitting. Alright, Dante, you can get up in here. Boom. Yeah. Don't have anything to say? I thought there'd be a conversation to be had here. Do I have to clear every area out, you think? Save. Door's locked. Okay, our merchant guy isn't here. Our dancer is not here. Hold on. Here's these guys. Alright, I am kind of in the middle of the open, aren't I? In the middle of nowhere. Good damage, good damage. Just unload on him. Alright, he's down. Let's use our remaining AP to... Can we take cover anywhere? This is all in the open. Let's just take cover right here. Big shot on this guy. Oh, he's so screwed. You're dead. Mr. Streamer, do you remember how a while back I showed you some travel videos from a couple? Yeah, I remember that. I forgot to mention, I booked a trip for next February. Really? Well, that's exciting. Are you going to, like, the same area? Or just, gonna try to do whatever it is you want to do? Nice. Okay, I'm supposed to go down here. Oh, showed immediately. Eleuthera is a very tiny island, so the same area. Okay, island's only about 200 miles long. Okay, I didn't know because there are a lot of islands in the Bahamas, aren't there not? I didn't know if you were going to the same place. Okay. Well, that sounds fun. I mean, that's exciting. I would like to go traveling again, and actually, I've been watching a lot of World Cup recently, and I actually think it'd be super fun to go to World Cup because, one, I've actually been wanting to go to Spain. I mean, I'm taking Spanish classes right now, right? Been wanting to go to Spain, and the World Cup in 4 years, so in 2030, is being held in Spain, Portugal, and Morocco. And I'm actually thinking that would be an awesome time to go, but also insanely expensive. I would probably actually end up going to... We're frozen. Hold on, we just froze there. Are we good now? PC, are you okay? Calm down, PC. Okay. Elder loves Spain so much his ass moved there after... yeah, he doesn't live in Barcelona or something like that? But yeah, I was actually thinking about going to Spain at the next World Cup, but I'd also want to go there before then. But it would be... I would, like, wouldn't go to all of the games. I would, like, just go to, like, a sports bar. Like, that would be way more fun for me. Just go to a sports bar and enjoy myself. Yeah, that guy's dead. Let's see here. Shoot this guy. Big shot. We missed the 83% chance. Valencia would also be fun. I mean, so the thing, oh, that's where you're saying he lives. But also, the thing about like Valencia and Barcelona, I would like to visit those cities as well. But I am aware that I would have to learn probably Catalonian if I were to go to, like, I should say I would have to. I think it would be smart of me to do so if I didn't want to be that tourist that doesn't speak the local language, because they are very much about speaking the local language in Barcelona, at least. Anyways, I would love to visit Spain. Oh. This guy's taking a nap. He's about to take a dirt nap. Nice. Glad to see you all made it here live. Dietrich straightens, his joints cracking under the strain. He takes a step in your direction, his expression grim. Listen, boss, we've got problems. I saw a group of these jackasses peel off a few minutes ago. They made a beeline for the sewers. They were carrying bombs, Graves. Can't say what yield, but they looked big. Unless you fancy living in a crater, I suggest that we hightail it down there. Where the hell's Blitz? He took off with Mallet. Said something about jamming the attacker's comms? Don't worry about them. We've got to deal with those bombs. I don't really care about him, to be honest. He's my least favorite companion. Okay. All the crew is together. We need to get into the sewers. Door is shut and held tight. I mean, I'm assuming this is what it says. But, like, what's the point of letting me click on this to let me know that the door is tight? Locked. Anyway. Alright, so we need to... Would there be a reason to go into this safe house? Let's make a save. It will let me. I mean, we're gonna find Amsel's corpse in here. Paul, yeah, there he is. Well. The DVD players. Oh, not the DVD player. Not the DVD player. I mean, it's funny because that's where we got all our information about these creeps. Was on those old school DVD rewritables. Okay. We have to get into the sewers. Where the hell do we get into the sewers? Oh, right. All right. Yeah, we were in the sewers with the weird ghouls that are down there. I wonder if the ghouls are going to be helping or not. We made friends with some ghouls. And by friends, I mean we chose not to kill them all. You and your team descend into the sewers, footsteps echoing off of the damp stone walls. You barely notice the smell. There's no time to waste. Aldrin's team of mercenaries is down here somewhere, racing to plant their explosive charges beneath the keys. The fate of the Cruz Bazaar is in your hands. We're immediately in combat. Oh no. It's timed. We have 11 rounds until the bomb explodes. We literally just did this before where we didn't make it until the very last round. All right, well, here we go. At least they highlight where the bombs are for us. Should we split up? Would that be smart? It shouldn't be me. It should not be me, he says, going alone. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, wait, we got a zombie friend. We do have a zombie friend. So there's that. All right, maybe you and Iger go this way. We do have an extra companion now because we got a dog. You and dog go this way. Dante. Just threw a grenade point blank at a... Wait, what are they doing? Are they setting off the bomb? Or are they just hiding? Okay, can I just walk up and defuse the bomb? Right in front of them. Yeah, I can. Can they just redo it? was really hoping that would kill him. Alright, Iger, step forward. That guy's dead. Okay, the rest of you guys, where's the last bomb? Up in that corner? Okay. I think we just immediately head to these bombs. We do have a ghoul on our side right here. Dietrich can kind of head in this general direction, I guess. Dog will help out over here. Bruh, he threw a grenade at the dog. Get him, zombie. Oh, our zombie friends are helping us. It's so good. That guy's dead. Wait, why are we talking about the random select character from HOTS, aka? I see what you did there. Alright, that guy's dead. Surely we don't miss. Nice. Alright, we can start moving to the next area. I could also just ignore these people and defuse the bomb. And then... let's swipe them once, or miss. We could also miss. That's an option. Didn't think about that option. Let's start heading this way. We'll be on for tomorrow for some games. We're gonna ride dirty with some Chameleonaire. I mean, that was fun. Hopefully we can, if we have enough people. I saw there've been like, they've made a patch like every single day, it seems like. This is the worst plan, by the way, splitting up the party. Alright, at least... alright, you're gonna go this way and help out others. That's good. Yeah, these guys are fast. I need to reload. I don't see anyone over here. Oh, there's a guy. You need to reload. You can start making your way over this way as well. Big damage on that guy. He's dead. Get out of here. Get out of here. Alright, we don't want to open this door yet. We can heal Iger. Doggo can come over here and bite this guy. Actually, we should have went after the mage. Not too late. Nice. Nice. Wow, he just, his basic attack does minus AP? That's actually insane. You're so slow. I don't know what stat increases our movement. Or maybe there isn't one. I actually have no idea. And I thought you could also just click, yeah, into here. Get to work at 5 a.m. Well, thanks for sticking around for now. I will definitely be around though tomorrow night. But I don't know who's gonna want to be playing and what they're gonna want to be playing. Big damage. All right, see you tomorrow. Laters. Let's see here. We need to go after this guy. Oh my god, the dog is OP though. He missed. No longer OP. Let's haste you so you can get up here sooner. I mean, we may as well buff while we're doing nothing else anyway. I mean, honestly, we could probably just let the zombie take care of this, right? We can probably just let the zombie take care of that guy and get the rest of our crew up to the next zone. In fact, let's start walking that way now. I don't know which way is the fastest way. Go, go, go. I didn't realize the dog has, like, abilities as well. So I open the door and get ourselves into the next battle. I thought this was the AoE. This is the AoE. 67%. Nice. We're getting everybody in here. Just run. Just run. Ow. Did our zombie summon a demon, or is this their team? That's their team. Our zombie friends are coming. They're on the way. You a baddie? You're a zombie. Good. Alright, let's get you up into this room. Shooting conjurer. Nice shot. You're dead. Let's get you under cover. And shoot you. These shots are enormous. Oh my god. See, why can't I hit those? Why can't I ever hit the percentages that make sense? Let's see here. Do we need to heal anybody? Yeah, I need to heal you. We also need to heal ourselves, but... just keep buffing. Doing bard stuff. Ah! Frickin' grenades! I forgot the AI in this game's actually smart. They'll actually use grenades. Where's this guy going? He can't reach there from here. He's got a secret path that I don't know about. Alright, let's go defuse the bomb. Let's see here. Just get in the room. Let's just get in the room. You missed the 80%? Really? You missed the 70%. Okay. I think that's realized to a dot or from just them, yeah. Alright, let's get up in here. Break this guy's armor. And unload our clip in him. And he's dead. Whew. Save. Okay. We killed them all, and now we're gonna go back and bury our friend, it sounds like. Thank you, zombies, for your help. We're real pals. Imagine what that outcome would have been if I had, like, killed them all. Just made everything harder, huh? Glad I went with this decision. You emerge from the foulness of the sewers, only to be met with the equally dark stench of cordite and death. Although you saved the keys, it is far from unharmed. Residents wander the streets dazed, holding their wounds, tending to others, observing the damage. The look in their eyes tells the story. Their illusion of safety has been shattered. You enter Paul Amsel's trade emporium already knowing what you'll find there. The knowledge doesn't make the discovery any easier. I mean, I was literally already here. I already was there. Damn, I saw this already. Once again, the team gathers around Paul Amsel, but tonight he has no more missions to offer and no advice to give. His body lies motionless on the hardwood, cooling in the night air. The ruin of his face has been hidden under a burlap tarp. For several minutes, nobody speaks. Finally, Dietrich steps forward. I think we should say something about Paul. I'll go. Iger brings herself to attention and stares straight ahead. Paul Amsel was an important member of this team, and he supported us well. He said what he was going to do, and he did. That's rare. That's worthy of respect. She looks down at the body. There's a long pause before she speaks again. Thank you, Paul Amsel, for everything. Her voice softens. I was out of position when they came for you. I couldn't save you. I'm sorry. The others shift uncomfortably, not knowing what to say. Glory breaks the awkward moment, her voice a frosty monotone. I appreciate what Amsel did for us. It's another loss, one that this team can't afford. Glory's eyes sweep across the room, then land on Amsel's body. Her expression is impossible to read. After a moment, she turns her head to look at you. It's hard, I know, but this is why we need to keep together. Support each other. No one's going to look out for us but us. Dietrich eyes you appreciatively. Yeah, that's right. There's more to this than a mercenary's paycheck. There has to be. Goodbye, Paul. I don't speak German. Gott sei mit dir. What does that mean? Gott is good. I don't know. Gingerly, Blitz steps forward. His hair is mussed, and there's a fresh bullet hole in his jacket. He smells like smoke and blood, and stale sweat, and his hands tremble as he takes them out of his pockets. Well, I didn't know Paul as well as the rest of you, but he seemed like a good guy. I don't want to see this happen at any rate. You okay, Blitz? You look like you and Mallet saw some action back there. Yeah, I'll live. As if in turn, Dante lowers his head sadly, lets out a heavy sigh, and closes his eyes. We'll miss you, Paul. Don't worry about the body. I know what to do. Be respectful, but be quick. After all, it is only a shell. Paul is with Monica now. We're all going to be with Monica soon if we don't do something. The Firewing came after us once. She'll do it again. And she doesn't care if she bring down an entire keys to get us. Can't argue with that, boss. While Fürschwing lives, the Cruz Bazaar is at risk. Our friends, our home, everything that Monica and Paul fought to protect. They'll all be destroyed if we don't put an end to her first. Come on, everyone. Let's get a look at that optical chip. I want to see what we're dealing with. True. What are we dealing with? Even the dog is going. What a good boy. Alright, we're all here. Alright, let's look. The cool blue tones of the workstation? Yeah. Okay. More importantly, did I get paid? Heck yeah. Got paid. Read these real quick. Selling the used custom Westwind 2000. Good condition, clean. 80,000. Okay. Read the contents of Alice's optical chip. On the screen, Alice's office blossoms into view. A half-second later, a real-time simulation of Alice appears. seated behind her mahogany desk. Something about it reminds you of a figure from a wax museum, lifelike but dead inside. It greets you with the facsimile of Alice's joyless smile. Customer name, Graves. Its voice is hollow, synthetic, an automaton masquerading as a living woman, one who you've never met in the flesh. Account number 1012579. Got that? Write that down. Greetings, valued customer. I am an offline simulacrum of the Alice persona. I have been included on this chip to answer any questions that you might have about your information purchase. Nifty piece of tech. Not now, Blitz. If you are ready to proceed, I will present Alice's findings. You may interrupt this presentation at any point by saying, Alice, I have a question. We're ready. Let's get the show on the road. Very well. Commencing presentation. The simulacrum goes rigid for a moment, then seems to relax. When it speaks, it sounds more natural, as though the real Alice is speaking through it. All right, Graves. I've got good news for you, and I've got bad news. Let's start with the good news. I found Vauclair, and he is alive. Thank God. The trail to your missing doctor was a long and slippery one. The fee that you paid me barely covered my costs for the job. I sent a team into the Sox on a fact-finding mission. I bribed government officials. I greased the palms of wage slaves at megacorps all across Europe. Each step I took eliminated possibilities, drew me like a little closer, and finally I found the place where Vauclair is being held. The simulacrum makes a sweeping gesture with its right hand, and an image switchblades onto the screen. A grainy overhead photograph, annotated with map coordinates. You recognize it immediately. This is where you'll find him. He's being held captive at a remote estate called Harfeld Manor. He's literally at the dragon. The dragon kidnapped him. You gotta be kidding me. He was there the whole time? Glory says nothing. She just studies the photograph and nods. Okay, nobody tell me, I get it. This is something else that I missed. Alice, I have a question. You said that Vauclair is being held at the estate. What evidence did you turn up to support that? One of my assets at Transys Neuronet provided me with a video feed dated 2053-1010. The feed was taken by a corporate surveillance drone. Playback commencing. The screen is filled with a grainy black and white video feed. You recognize the Harfeld Manor, photographed from high above. The camera pushes in and the image sharpens. Through a barred ground-level window, you can see the shape of a stooped, emaciated figure. His body shows clear sign of neglect. The figure is unmistakable. It's Vauclair, 20 years older and worse for wear. His skin hangs loose on his bones and his cheeks are hollow. There is a distinctly gray pallor to his skin. That's Vauclair, all right. What's left of him, anyway. It doesn't look like they've been feeding him much. Poor bastard. Another figure steps into frame behind Vauclair, an orc. He turns his head slightly and his skin grafts catch the light. Vauclair slowly turns to face Audrin and the video feed cuts out. Do you have another question? What else did you turn about Harfeld Manor? Seismological data and thermal imaging confirm the existence of a large, hollow chamber under the estate. It is my suspicion that Dr. Vauclair is being held somewhere within this substructure. If Furschwings kept Vauclair trapped there for almost 20 years, she's got to have a reason for it. It takes effort and resources to lock a man away for that amount of time. What's her endgame in all this? Why not just kill him and be done with it? I think we know that, right? Because basically she is in like hibernation or something, like killed the body but not the spirit and just waiting for the spirit to come back, and maybe he's just been tortured for the past 20 years and she's trying to get information from him. I don't know. Malice, revenge, who knows? Remember, this was the man who shot her down. He sent her crashing into a radioactive wasteland. If somebody did that to me, I'd want to hurt him too, and I'd make it last. I think it goes deeper than that. According to Winter's DVD, Vauclair designed the experimental weapon that shot her down, and that weapon split her body from her essence. Yeah. If I had to guess, I'd say that she's trying to make him fix whatever he did to her. That's what makes sense to me. There's a moment of silence as the group processes Glory's suggestion. Before anyone can speak, the simulacrum cuts back in. Let's get on. Very, very well. Feel free to interrupt Gwen with any future inquiries. The simulacrum pauses, and a brief tremor washes over its body. Its eyes flutter, and you can hear the sound of your computer working to process more of the chip's data. Iger turns to address the team. If Vauclair is at Harfeld, we've got problems. The last time we broke into that place, they took Monica out. It was a miracle that any of you got out alive. Yeah, but now we know what's down there. This time we'll be prepared for it. We can handle this. No, it'll be even worse this time. The first time we went in, we had the element of surprise on our side, but now they'll be expecting us. They're hunting us, remember? Their security team is going to be waiting for us, Dietrich. That Audrin bastard is going to be waiting for us. And even if we make it past them, we're going to have to deal with the dragon in the basement. Well, what else can we do? Cut and run? The last time I checked, that wasn't an option either. Even if it were, I wouldn't take it. I'm not running from this, not after what they did here tonight. None of us are. Yeah, but Iger's right. We can't just go charging in there, not without some kind of edge. The Simulacrum jerks back to life. It resumes speaking, blissfully unaware of the conversation that it's cutting off. And now, Graves, on to the bad news. You now know where Vauclair is, but rescuing him will not be possible. Alice, I have a question. Why the hell not? In the course of my investigation, I encountered something terrifying in the Matrix. It was fast, cunning, and very definitely intelligent. I'm convinced that I only escaped because it had let me go. It could have killed me in a heartbeat if it wanted to. This thing that I met is protecting the Harfeld Manor, and it's going after anyone who gets too close to what's happening there. Ellis, what did you see in there? What is going after these people? By the way of explanation, I would like you to read the following document. What you're looking at is an archived forum discussion from the early days of the Shadowlands BBS. So, it isn't kidding, Chief. This discussion is dated back to 2036. That's ancient history in the decking community. It probably isn't even correct to call these guys deckers. Hackers would be the more appropriate. Freaking hackers out here, not deckers. When you're finished reading over, say, Alice, I'm done and we can continue. All right, let's read. As you lean in to read, the text slowly begins to scroll. I'm not gonna read all this. You can read it yourself. I'm gonna read it in my head. I like their names, by the way. Mr. Mayhem and Clockwork. Lofir didn't want anything to do with, so another dragon's involved. Project Apex. Do. It's an apex predator of the digital world. Wow. This is a lot of text, by the way. Okay, I'm done. There are no official records in the Seder-Krupp database to support the existence of the Apex project, but the thing that I encountered was Apex. Of that, I'm certain. Just as I'm certain that Apex was responsible for the deaths of Monica Schaefer, Green Winters, Clockwork, Peregrine, and a score of other Deckers over the last 16 years. Hold up. Alice, I have a question. I thought they said that Lofir killed Apex. They speculated as much, yes. They were wrong on that account. I do believe that Seder-Krupp was developing Apex as a tool for Matrix warfare. I'm also convinced that the IT personnel who were killed were the Apex development team. But I don't think that Lofir was responsible for their deaths. Apex killed them. That'd be my guess, yes. In the turmoil surrounding Lofir's buyout of Seder-Krupp, a number of projects went missing. I believe that Apex was appropriated by a member of Fierschwing's organization at this point. It was then unleashed on its own development team to silence them. Since then, it has provided information control for the Firewing. A pet AI would explain how Fierschwing has managed to maintain her conspiracy and avoid detection for the past 2 decades. Anytime anyone gets close, the AI takes them out and scrubs the record clean. So there's your bad news, Graves. Vauclair is being held at the Harfeld Manor, but knowing that does you no good, because you can't approach that place. I doubt that you could open the door without Apex frying you. We did last time, yeah. Why was it so easy last time? They were trying to protect their secret. Like Audrin said, if we hadn't gone down into the basement, they'd have let us go. Apex didn't react to us until Monica attempted to force the door to the basement. And now that the cat's out of the bag, they have no reason not to pull out the big guns on sight. You're right, we can't go back while Apex is in place. What's the play? Well, we can't turn back now. If Apex is standing between us and Vauclair, then we need to find a way to kill Apex. Fucking A, boss. I'm in. You hear that, Alice? You have any suggestions? The AI has a kill switch, but Alice deemed any additional contact with Apex to be an unjustifiable risk. Attempting to reach the kill switch would be inadvisable. I'll be the judge of that. Alice, tell us about Apex's kill switch. Thanks to my close encounter with the AI, I was able to run a trace on it. Through this trace, I discovered the physical address of a backdoor access point for Apex's programming. An old Seder Krupp research lab, long since abandoned and fallen into disrepair. The facility is now hotly contested gang territory. I've also determined that a kill switch for the AI exists somewhere in the basement of this facility. I will provide you with a physical address. I don't like the smell of this, Chief. It said that Apex let Alice escape. Alice, why would a Matrix Warfare AI allow you to run a trace on it? I'm afraid that the answer to that question falls outside of the scope of my written parameters. You've now reached the end of this presentation. I have been encoded with a final message from Alice to Graves. Playback commencing. Graves, if you didn't listen to me before, listen to me now. Drop this. Stop going after Vauclair. Get out of Berlin and stay out of the Matrix. I'm telling you this for your own good. That's all I have to say. I'm following my own advice. I'm out. Don't try to contact me again. I mean, again, we don't really have a choice. So the Dragon is a killer AI in charge of security. I can't say I'm surprised, but then nothing surprises me anymore. We know what killed Monica. We have a name for it, and we know how to kill it. That's good enough for me. We know what we have to do. We can either stand around talking about it, or we can go do it. Yeah, I agree. We shut down Apex, we re-enter the estate, rescue Vauclair. Sounds like a plan, boss. I still say that all of this is crazy talk, Chief. Taking on an AI isn't just a bad idea, it's suicide. So my vote is to cut and run. Blitz surveys the rest of the group, sees the determination in their faces. Finally, he sighs. But if you're really doing this, you'll want the best decker you can find along for the ride, and I guess that nominates me. Woo. Actually, I'm a better decker than you now, Blitz, actually. Alice said that the kill switch is located in some old SK facility. Assuming that the site was shut down sometime after the Apex project disappeared, it could have stood empty for years, maybe decades. She also said that the building was in gang territory now. I wonder if it would be anything like Das Kesselhaus was. God, I hope not. There's only one way to find out. Let's get prepared. This thing isn't going to kill itself. I can't believe I'm saying this, but you'd better bring me along. You try going up against an AI without a Nova Hot Decker at your side, and you're probably going to regret it. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Whatever's there, we'll deal with it. First, we find our way into the basement. And then we kill the AI that killed Monica. Damn right. The team breaks to begin gearing up. As she slides a shell into her shotgun, Iger catches your eye. You did good out there, defending the Cruz Bazaar. You've had our backs the entire way, made good decisions. I appreciate that. Now, you need to forgive yourself. You weren't out of position, Iger, and you know it. Iger scowls to the floor. Thanks. Can't do it, but thanks. Anyway, we should get back to it. We've got an AI to take out, after all. Graves, do me a favor and keep your eyes open on this one. We're walking into the unknown here. Makes me a little uneasy. Don't worry, I got your back. I know you do, and I've got yours. You've more than earned it. You too, Iger. Without another word, the troll slides her shotgun into the sheath on her back and turns to continue her pre-mission checklist. Whew. Okay, I mean, the real question is, if this is the end of the game, I don't think we're going to actually fight the dragon, right? I think we'll fight an AI and then fight our way in, and the troll with the skin grafts is the last boss. Like, there's no way we fight an actual dragon. Alright, just seeing if anyone has anything else to say. No messages? Fear aggression is gone from his eyes. He's changed. You can see it, but he's still Dante. Dante was very helpful out there, but I'm a bit concerned about his, Don't worry about it, Dietrich. It's under control. If you say so. He's not a normal dog. Not by a long shot. Is he possessed? I assume you've checked his aura and discovered he's part hellhound. Monica trained him for months to be combat ready. We had a hellhound in this house and Monica didn't tell us for months? Graves has him under control. Dante performed well in the field. Followed commands flawlessly. I have no concerns. Dante stays with me. Where I run, he runs. Nice. We got the hellhound. Dietrich, how you doing, buddy? Any updates on Alexander? I didn't think there would be. Alright, nothing new from you. There's nothing to do down there. Our main just says go to the backdoor facility. We probably need to go talk to everybody in the Keys now, yeah? I'm sure people have things to say about what happened. Or not. The attack. It was terrible, Graves. So much death. I had not killed since I retired from running the shadows. Not until today. But you weren't here to listen to me complain, so what can I get for you? Okay, well, they don't have that much to say. Well, you do sell level 3 stuff now, and I am definitely buying all of them. Definitely buying all of these. Oh my god, we have 13,000 bucks. I mean, do we just literally buy all of these programs? I think so. Just literally all of the level 3s. There goes a lot of money. Actually, can I sell you my old programs? If it's not a level 3, I probably don't want it. Unless I don't have the level 3 version of it. Like, I don't have a level 3 of Erosion. Don't have the okay. Actually, don't have level 3 of most of these things. I can sell this one. Sell that one. That's literally the only things I can sell. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. I have 9 points to spend. I could get my decking up to 7? Question mark? No, that's a long ways away. That's a long ways away. Get our rifle up. Do that. Cammy's not outside. Go check in on the cafe. But you're still here. Hey buddy, how you doing? I haven't talked to you in a while. We're closed today, Effendi. I would have locked the door, but the lock is broken. Now I must stand guard. You're attacked? During the attack on the Cruise Bazaar, they broke through the door heavily armed. 2 of them. They broke through the door and just started shooting. No questions, no robbery, just shooting. Cammy, my girl, my little street rat, I reached under the counter. I keep a gun there, you see, and they saw. Both of them turned on me. Goldschmidt, that fat idiot Goldschmidt, flung himself in my way. How he managed to move that great mass of a body so quickly is a mystery to me. He hung there, suspended in time as they shot him, dancing on their bullets as they ripped him apart. But he shielded me for long enough. I was able to get my gun and end those two sons of whores. I'm sorry. I am sorry too. Such loss. Still, it is good for us, I think. Healthy. Reminds us that even though we've created our little island of stability in the Cruise Bazaar, this is still the Flux State, still Berlin, and the wolf is always at the door. If we are to keep our home, we must be vigilant, and we need people like Monica, people like you, to keep it safe. Be healthy, be strong. Man, that is rough. You want some booze? $10? Nah, thanks. So that's sad. That's quite sad. How's things going in here? I'm assuming you guys are safe because you got like an OP character here. No cryptic messages, no prophecies? No, not after what just happened here. Not today. One of the attackers came in here. Do you know that? He passed his way past Algernon's wards and forced himself into this shop. He threatened us. Threatened me. Something tells me that it didn't work out well for him. No, it did not. So what happened? Did you cast a spell on him or something? I lifted the veil. I showed him my true face and destroyed his mind. What the hell are you? Because I'm pretty sure you're not an elf. No, I'm not an elf. I'm merely a passenger in this body. A guest, here to experience what you would call life, as I have 1,000 times before. You lack the means to perceive what I really am. You do not possess the sight. All said, that is probably for the best. Your species is so very fragile, after all. You're right, I don't have the sight, so tell me what you are. Something beyond your understanding. A child of the astral plane, wild and free, unfettered by the bonds of servitude that chain so many of my kind. In truth, what I am should not concern you so much as what I know. Okay, tell me what you know. Truths hidden from mortal eyes. In my time as an observer of this world, I have witnessed a great many things. Wonders and terrors beyond measure. The birth and death of nations. The rise and fall of gods. I've seen the ebb and flow of magic from the 4th world to the 5th to the 6th. I have watched in awe as the tides carried wonder and miracle into the world of men, and I have mourned as they were swept back out again. I have borne witness as the cycle began and ended and began itself anew. I have seen what came at the end of the 4th world, thousands of years ago, when ancient Thera crumbled into the sea. I saw the things that crawled in the carcass of that once great nation, vile, terrible things. Even now I can feel them. They drift in tides of mana, hungrily awaiting the end of the 6th world, and the death of all that you know. I've seen what they will do when this world has run its course, elf. They will rip the guts from your dying civilization, and they will feast upon your screams. Who's they? Things born of nightmare, horrors. The dark spaces between the metaplanes crawl with them. Your kind fears what it can see. Corporations, dragons, violence and poverty, and the random cruelty of fate. If you could perceive reality the way that I do, you would know that there are much greater things to fear. If the world were an ocean, the hazards that you know might be sharks. Dangerous creatures to be sure and worthy of respect. But below them, in the silent deep, Leviathan circles. Go now, Graves. Talk to Algernon. After all that has happened, I'm sure they'll be glad to see you. Remember what I've told you. Okay. Well, you're just some eldritch horror. You know the eldritch horrors? What's up, buddy? It's still standing thanks to you. It was a team effort, yeah. I agree, and you filled their shoes admirably. How may I serve you? Question? Yeah, what's the deal with Dante? Dante is part hellhound, bred to be an elite guard dog. Assume he has manifested some of his awakened abilities? Yeah, how'd you know he was a hellhound? Monica bought him from me some time ago. He was a special order. She thought he could guard her Air Amsel while she was away on business. Is he dangerous? Quite dangerous, yes, to those he sees as threats. Behave yourself around him, and he should prove a benefit to your team. Okay. You don't have anything I want, actually, because I can't even cast magic because I've got all this cyberware in my body, you see. Oh, the dancer's not out in here anymore. She's not out here anymore. Oh, no. You're standing here now. Before you were standing slightly the other way. Praise, I'm glad to see you made it through the attack. Not all of mine were so lucky. Are you okay? No, I lost a niece today. But I'm doing a whole hell of a lot better than our attackers are. Those sons of bitches hit the wrong keys. I put 6 of them in the ground personally. And when I find out who they are, where they lived, ain't nothing gonna save those people. But you didn't come here to listen to me rage. Okay. Show me the goods. I mean, you're not gonna have anything new, right? Maybe you do. I just bought the best rifle that you had, so I hope you don't have another better one. You do, you son of a bitch. Requires ranged 8. I don't have that. I could buy a minigun though, and that sounds hella fun. Oh, that does sound hella fun. Oh, well, that requires 7 strength. I do not have 7 strength. Ranged 8. Here I thought we were good on our 7. I thought we were safe, which is why I started selling or putting points into other things. Damn, that sucks. I mean, that's 16 points right there. I wasted 6 here. Wish there was a way to like reset your builds. That's annoying. All right, that's fine. Whatever. Zach, you're usually. Oh, you're fine. You're normally where you are. That was crazy, mein Freund. Bullets flying, people dropping like flies. Crazy. Well, Zach had to use his magic on a few of them. See that puddle over there? That was one of them. Attackers. Attacker, thy name is Goo. That doesn't look like a bloodstain. It looks more like someone spilled his drink. Yeah, sure. That's what it looks like to you if you had the sight. You're just gonna have drugs. I'm good on drugs for now. Thank you, drug dealer. I'm good on drugs for now, though. Doctor, do you have anything for us? Anything new? Assume you made everything okay? Do you have any run-in with the attackers? No, truth be told, I was in surgery when the attackers hit, and they never disturbed my office. I spent the entire story event elbows deep in the abdomen of an elderly dwarf. His nephretic screen needed a tune-up. Lucky you. Lucky him, you mean? Poor old guy had the bladder capacity of a pygmy shrew. He was in desperate need of my help. But on to more important things. Okay. You have platinum trauma kits. Ooh, we need these premium med kits is what we need. We've got gold. Whatever they're called. Trauma kits. I don't think we need the plat ones. I don't think we need them. I'm buying these though. And probably gonna replace. I don't want all of them. I'd want someone else to have at least another one, because I'm not actually good at healing. Actually, maybe we only take just the one. Like that they should be given to someone else. Like Glory, I think has high. Ooh, I just realized we could level up. Gains an ability that reloads all of her equipped weapons for 0 AP on a cooldown of 7. That's pretty good. Gains an ability that can target 2 enemies in 1 action, so that's not nearly as good. I mean, I guess it could be, but I'd rather have the free reload every 7 turns is a long time. I think I actually would want this instead. Try it out. Replaces the Dragon Slayer. No, harms all foes within 3 tiles. Okay, or... Oh, sure, I'll do that one. Gain an upgraded kit. Right, she can just auto-res people. That's really good. Or your gun. No, we don't ever use your gun. Yeah, I'll take that. Blitz, we never, ever use you at all. Sure, take this. Literally just never use you at all, Blitz. You are not an elite hacker. I am the elite hacker here. But now that, I mean, the requirements are higher, maybe we should bring him along. Let's check out the cellar first. What's going on down here? What's her face isn't here. I still don't understand why the one random NPC was always here when none of the others, like, shadow runners that you could hire were down here that you could talk to. That's just very weird to me. Simi, I haven't seen you in forever. Where have you been? You saved us. If only I could have prevented it. Some things we can't change. We can only move on from where we are. Monica taught me that. You hurt? I lost my shoe when I was running, and then I fell. But Doc Escabel found me. He picked me up, took me with him. He hid me in a drawer, gave me a blanket, and told me to be quiet. It was so dark and it smelled, but I didn't make a sound. Like a morgue? I heard yelling, things breaking, and gunshots, I think. If I had one of my Sims, I could have just gone inside, but I didn't, so I had to stay out here. I didn't know how long it was, but when the drawer opened, it was over. Guess he finally remembered that oath. Yeah. I'm gonna go check on the others. Okay. The Hippocratic Oath, that is. We already read all this. Alright, let's go check on this guy here and the other guy there. They're standing right next to each other. Oh no, there's body bags. Start with our big troll guy. Alexi Lane looks to have endured the attack on the Cruz Bazaar without injury. You find him surveying the damage with sad eyes. All right? The troll shakes a heavy head, showing more weariness than wound. This should have never happened. Not here. It is one thing to strike an old man whose time is done, but to attack the Cruz Bazaar and endanger the lives of innocents, that is unforgivable. The cowards who ordered this attack will face justice. You have my word. There's a fine line between justice and vengeance, but right now, I don't much care to make a distinction. Do whatever you must. For the Cruz Bazaar to remain safe, it needs people like you. Alright, Sam. How's it going? What a relief to see you alive. You should know that your generosity has saved dozens of lives. What happened? When the attackers came, we all took refuge in the Graves Civic Center. Its strong walls and sturdy gate kept us all safe from harm. Had our people been on the street, had they been in our old building, which came under fire during the attack, none of them would be alive. We owe you, Graves, more now than ever. You may not look upon yourself as a hero, but to the people of the Cruz Bazaar, that is what you will always be. You need more donations? Okay. How's Alex doing? I'm glad to see he's alive. Silky? Okay. Okay. I think that's everybody. We still have a buttload of money. 9,000. But I don't have anything... I don't... Because of the stupid bug, stupid bug with cyberware. I really don't have anything to spend this money on. Let's go. Go here. And let's make a save. Because I think that's where we gotta end it. I'm afraid this is gonna be the end game, right? We're gonna go to some facility, we're gonna go in the basement, and we're gonna kill an AI, I guess, maybe, and then after that, we have to head to the dragon's lair, and yeah, that's all gonna have to be for next week. So I think that's it for now. I think that's it for tonight.